everyone receives is a reflection of us.
Welcome. Contemplation of the day. There are many things happening in the world, many changes, many distractions, many things, but yet today I'd like to talk to you about a struggle. One of myself, something that I always tend to struggle with. And that's choice of comfort. I think that letting go of the things that do not serve us. You see, one of the problems that I am faced with in the daily life of living is the fact that one is alone, or by oneself, not united with love. If you see, coming up is my, in human years, 40th birthday. You see, I've been under the impression that the first 40 years of this part is more about learning, understanding, seeing what life is, going through struggles. The next 40 years and maybe 40 after that. I'm not placing an end result, but I see the 40 as the benchmark. It hasn't been easy. I've lost a lot. I've made decisions and choices based on the things that I could do. But yet I've continued to evolve, and I hope you have too. So you see, from this day I believe that is now a change. The introduction of love, financial abundance, curiosity and hardship, but in the positive way. Hard work, yes, but free from the burdens of society placed upon us from growth, of a young child to an adult. It doesn't mean that everything is going to be easy. No, even in these later stages, I find myself questioning the struggle of choice. And I always sit back and I ask myself these questions. Why must we continue to remove the things they are being taken away from us? Are they for our benefit? Or are they just comfort things that we choose to do? And this is the emphasis of letting go, that allowing room for the better things to come in. But people fail to realize how hard that actually is. The difficulty in removing that from one's life. Yes, it's about choices we make. We choose whether we do it or not. The constant meditation has its downfall because when we don't see the results, it lays upon us with doubt and negativity. The why do I continue scenario, pushed to breaking point to when we are clearly broken. So my struggle is the choice, because in my daily waking life I do not see none. But yet I am passionate and continue to follow my journey. I am in faith of the path. Recently I said to myself about letting God in, not a being or a male or female, not an entity of sort, but source creator, allowing to flow through me. I feel that was a enlightening moment, for I was not allowing it. I believed in it, but I don't feel like I allowed it within. But even then, it feels like a continuous journey. We learn and we struggle and we remove and we do all the things we are supposed to. Whether we are angels, archangels, or supreme beings. The choices we make are difficult. You see, a lot of people have love within their life, and it makes their journey easy. Makes their understanding so much more worthiness and worthful. For those that do not have it, it is hard. It is difficult to see that positivity when one does not have love, either in the home or by family. This is what's hard, because you continue to purge and purge those things that do not serve you. And I commend you for that. I am proud of all that struggle through these times, for even when we look to be better versions of ourselves, to remove those things, we know that Source Creator and the universe and our angels are protecting us. We know that they will provide us with the guidance we need and remove when we need it. Those awakening moments, getting the daily sunlight, whether it's sun or not, who knows. But we are all worthy. We are all loved, and we will make those choices. And sometimes it's not about us actually making it, but knowing that we will change, just instinctively knowing that when that moment comes, because it is a choice, there'll come a day where we choose not to do it, or we just have an understanding of what it is. Or we get those moments where it's just like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm bored of it, I'm tired. So yeah, life is hard. The choices that I have to make, the choices that we make in those times that give us the most comfort. That's what's hard. That's what's hard to remove. It's what's hard to see the positive when you see so much greatness around you. But I will continue, and I know you will too. And we push forward because we know that Source Creator is there. We are filled with enlightenment and love within ourselves. Each one of us comes from a stem of galactic tribes or councils. We are all individual. We are all unique. I recently said to someone that we don't follow other people, whether they're spiritual or gurus or not. You don't place your following on them. You go with them. You journey with them. You use their information as guidance for your path. If you follow them and you make decisions based on the things that they tell you, then we are no different to the previous humanity. So I ask you this. What choices do you have to make? What are the things that put you in a place of unease or unrest? We're all here to heal and get over things. We're all here to find those traits about ourselves that can be removed. Maybe we go through these things, these hardships and these choices, not to just better ourselves, but to enlighten the future of humanity. It's hard to see when we give so much and we don't accept ourselves. We are all unique. We all have different traits in the humanity of collectiveness. If you see, you have things that I do not. You know things that I do not also. But if you ever catch yourself doing things because somebody else has said it, then you catch yourself following. Whereas we need to use the information we have not to teach people to follow our words, but to help them make their own choices and decisions on their path. So why is it, then, the choices that we help others make along their path are so hard for ourselves to make? Well, for me, it's due to that lack of love. It's not existent because it's not there. That doesn't mean that it isn't. It just means that I fail to give myself that love that I also require. I've never had or experienced the love that I require, that I need. So it appears that I've always searched for it in other means. I found comfort similar to a test they did when you find comfort to someone who gives you warmth, not food or not money or anything like this, but warmth. I think with technology we are getting too comfortable with the ideas that it's creating the dopamine in our minds. And that dopamine is therefore creating a false warmth. So what choices do we have to remove from ourselves? What more must we do before we can reach the levels of acceptance. Or maybe we're at a different heightened frequency. I don't know about you, but the environment in social media and trends, it does change to the things that we need to be focusing on. The areas of communication and contact from a different way of thinking, a different way of life are ever more prevalent in the moving days. I'm curious to see what life will bring after the big 4-0. I know love is around the corner, and maybe that love will bring wealth, or maybe the wealth love. It doesn't matter. But I feel it because I connect to it. And I don't place my emphasis on the result, but I know I make the decisions from my heart. And I think when we all can sit down and look upon ourselves and say, the choices I make from day to day, the decisions that I choose to do, I do so with love. So we ask ourselves, is this choice made with love or with habit? I think when we can remove this part of ourselves, we are ever more closer to being ready to witness a new world. Delusions, perhaps, or maybe it's the actual truth of myself and my journey to enlightenment. Maybe this whole process was to understand the true meaning of what it is to have family, to have love, to give others love from the heart, not from my lacking, but for the connection that I have to others. I don't know all the answers, and I don't believe I will ever know all the answers. But the journey to the acquirement of the things that I choose to do and wish to do, and do with the people that I wish to meet, the downloads and information that I have is so fascinating. I look forward to the day. And that is what I focus on, because that makes me smile, and that is what brings the abundance. And in the troubling days when I look upon the things, I look at them as a remembrance of something I used to do, so that I can let it go. So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.